This here is the Hasselblad 907X, and on front I've got the 28mm f4. That is the beautiful Notre Dame, and I'm in Paris. We're going to go and explore around this beautiful city and get some amazing photos. Before we do, I just want to jump into something quickly. At the end of September 2025, I'm launching a course to help you be a full-time photographer, videographer, or content creator. It's down in the description if it's after September, or it'll be in the description at the end of September. Not only is it going to be running through everything from pitch decks to pricing to everything that I know in the industry, it's all going to be for less than $50. So if you do want to get involved, link in description, or it will be at the end of September. I think we could just all take a second to appreciate how beautiful this is. I love the fact that the back screen just flips out 90 degrees. So if you want to, you can obviously shoot from the hip like this. And then also you can just shoot normally, etc. I don't have the grip, the handle, the side handle at the moment, but you can get a side grip to make it a little bit easier to shoot with. However, it feels small and compact. Although it's not, as you can see, it's about the same size. As you can see, it's about the same size as my hand, but it's not pocketable, that's for sure. I think to start off with, I want to get a nice shot with the Eiffel Tower in the background, nice and wide, get someone walking through or a cyclist of some sort walking through. Everything is touchscreen. For obvious reasons, there's no dials, there's no buttons, unless you had that side handle. If you did have that side handle, there would be buttons, but because I don't have the side handle, everything is touchscreen. So simply just touch to focus as you would, well, really on any other camera. I do have a CPL filter on the front, just so I can get some of those nice, beautiful in-camera shots as well. Just helps with the harsh lighting today. Before we get started, I will preference, of course, you do not need a Hasselblad to do street photography. You can do street photography with absolutely any camera in the world. And I mean that, any camera in the world you could do street photography with. And it is not a necessity for you to have this camera to do what I'm doing. I'm just simply highlighting how insane it is for street photography, because it is unbelievable. The quality is ridiculous and I absolutely love it. The Hasselblad is not exactly a fast camera, and that's kind of an understatement, to be honest with you. The continuous shutter, I think, is something like a 4 or between 4 and 6 frames per second. I actually don't know, I'll be honest with you. I think it's just so slow. If I put it on continuous, you'll see how slow it is. The other thing as well with the Hasselblad is not only is it slow, it's really hard to capture any sort of panning photos with it, because when you take a shot, if you have a look like this, can you see it blacks out the screen? And it does that. So if you're doing a panning shot like that, you have no idea about what you're actually shooting, because the actual screen turns off for some reason. This is indeed the first time that I've actually been out and shot with the 907X. So it's a new experience. And at the beginning of the video, I said to you that I didn't know how to change the shutter speed or aperture without touching the screen. I've just worked it out. So I wanted to share that with you, for those that don't know. On the front where the shutter button is, that's what I was trying to say, there's also a dial on that button, and you can turn that to change the aperture. And on the side, there's a little inconspicuous button, and if you press that and turn the dial at the same time, you actually get to change the shutter speed. So, by accident, I just worked that out. as we arrive at Arc de Triomphe, I want to preference that I know that there's a lot of you in the comments probably already saying, where's the strap for the camera? Why don't you have the strap? I did actually, for once, intend to bring it with me. I just bloody forgot. And I left it at home because I took this out of the box and came straight to Paris. That's why we're here, because I'm shooting this. And I forgot the strap, so I did intend to bring one. And I'm not just going to go and buy one because they're very expensive from Hasselblad. So I do have one, and I do normally use one. People queuing. Oh, I ain't queuing. These are all people queuing to wait, but look, I'm not doing that because I want to get the shot. So as we were talking about just now with panning photos, it's going to be incredibly difficult to get panning photos here because of, well, the black screen cutting out. So I'm going to change the settings. Now I know that I can do that on camera. I'm going to go F13 and then change that to 30th of a second. Stick the focus point in the middle and then wait for a moped or something to go past. I don't know why I like it so much, but there's a building just in front of me that actually looks super sick. And as that guy went past on his bike, he got mega close, and because the 28mm is pretty wide, I was able to capture him coming through. Of course, I'm in no way saying that you can't get panning photos with a Hasselblad, or you shouldn't. I'm just highlighting the limitations of the camera that I'm using. However, the newer version of the X2D does have high continuous autofocus, which does allow for those photos. So, you know, they did obviously learn from that. Maybe there's a software update they could do that would allow the older systems to not black out. I do feel like it's a simple fix, but I guess it's the writing speed. I guess it's such a big file it's trying to write to the actual SSD internal. I don't know, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But essentially you get 1 terabyte of internal SSD on this beauty. So that in itself is a massive advantage. So I just thought maybe if they put like a software update, maybe there's a way that they could do it, but who knows. Like these are rental ones, so I can just go ahead and move this. There you go. There's a better option. Oui, ça va? Yeah, just in the mirror. No, here, look. A lot of the time when you're out, especially in different cities, where maybe people aren't used to seeing people taking photos like that or being a little bit more creative, a lot of the time you end up getting questioned, or people ask what you're up to or what you're doing. Just explain. And if you explain, most of the time people are going to be pretty fine with you doing it and go on their merry way. Whenever you are getting shots like that, it's really important just to double check and triple check the shots that you've got before you walk away. I know that might sound really obvious, but a lot of the time, especially in like, I don't want to say stressful situations, but intimidating situations where you're amongst the scenery and you're taking your photo, you get lost, you're like, yeah, I've got the shot, and you walk off, you get home, upload it, and it's not what you wanted. Just double check, triple check, make sure you've got it. And if not, if you're not sure, just grab it again and go again. Okay, let's see if we can get a shot of people going into the station. Whenever you are out taking shots of a new city or even your own city, it's important not just to get like the main shots, but also details that tell a bit more about the city itself. So although this bike doesn't actually tell you anything specific about the city, what it does is help create the narrative, the feel. There's a dude in the window painting. It's important to always look up.
Ici. c'est pour faire quoi?
English.
English.
Sorry.
It's like a
It's a Hasselblad.
Hasselblad.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah, kind of. It's a medium format, so it's a bigger sensor, so higher quality.
amazing.
But yeah, I feel.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah.
Hey, it's heavy, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. And the quality is like top.
Insane. Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you so much.
lovely to meet you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. This archway is quite nice because you've got some nice contrast between light and shadow. So I'll just kind of pitch myself here for a second. I'm going to focus on the wall because I want to try and get the shadows on the other side. I think if I position myself here, there's literally this wall on the other side. As people walk through, you'll see now. See the shadow? Perfect. So, more people now walking towards me can't, from the left to the right, can't see me. So they're less likely to stop, which gives me the ability to get the shot that I want. Come to the famous spot for the Louvre, and it's really nice because you get this beautiful silhouette shot with the Louvre in the background, and it just looks really nice. I don't mind there's a few people in the frame. It actually helps tell a bit of a story, helps show the frame a little bit more. How's it going?
Good. When the sun goes down, it's the best light.
Yeah.
Another hour.
Yeah, in the morning and the evening, it's...
I'm waiting right now. It's the perfect light.
Did you get many shadows?
I got good. I've been here all day.
Oh, nice.
Got the sunrise.
Oh, sick.
midday,
Nice. Where are you from?
Seattle, Washington.
Oh, nice. Beautiful part of the world.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's the Hasselblad 907X. Yeah, it's
Very nice.
it's a beautiful little camera. What was your name?
David.
Sam.
Sam.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Take care, yeah.
Bye bye. And I found this. So obviously down there looking around, found the hedge, got the generic shot. Look at this beautifully placed mirror that someone has obviously done intentionally. And I wonder if I can get a reflection somehow. Notre Dame. Go on, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. There's a girl just posing for a photo over here. I think you'll agree that some of the shots were insane. And it's my first time out with the 907X and actually the 28mm, which is super wide. I wanted to do that because there's a lot of architecture in Paris that is quite grand, and in order to get some of that in, I wanted to have a wide lens. Also, because of the 100 meg, it allows me to crop in and get those shots. Again, if it's before September 2025, there will be a course launching at the end of September, and if it's after September, obviously it's already live, it's in the description. And all of the photos in today's video were edited with my presets, and there's a link to those in the description as well. With all that being said, create more, stress less, go out and create. You don't have to have a 100 megapixel camera to go and do what I've done. You could do it with anything. But if you want to get the highest quality, then with all that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in the next one.